Tyrese Maxey has been playing out of his mind for these past 3 games since the playoffs started. Tyrese Maxey has emerged, and he's showing that he can be a legitimate option, a legitimate scoring option. He's emerged on both sides of the ball, playing good defense on Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. through the first 2 games. Through 3 games, he's averaging 26 points. He's averaging over 26 points per game. He's shooting 60% from the field, over 47% from the three-point line, and making all of his free throws. And he's only averaging 2 turnovers. He takes care of the ball. He maintains the continuity of the offense. You feel what I'm saying? He's not shying away from the moment. And these are the moments you live for. Tyrese Maxey had 19 points in the game, went 8 for 18 from the field. Not great. It wasn't his most efficient game, but he was taking more opportunities. You know, Toronto stepped their weight up. They was playing tougher defense, I'll admit. But Maxey missed some easy shots. Only had 19 points in the game, went 8 for 18 from the field. Had 5 turnovers. That can't happen, Tyrese. Uncharacteristic. Think about it, you guys. Let me put you in this perspective. As you can see, Tyrese Maxey is only averaging 2 turnovers per game in this series. The Sixers have played 3 games so far in the playoffs. 3 games in the series. He had 5 turnovers in the game last night. If you look at the numbers, that means based on the averages through 3 games, he has accumulated 6 total turnovers. That means that outside of game 3, he's only turned the ball over 1 time. Tyrese Maxey has become a man. Tyrese Maxey in year 2, one of the better 3-point shooters in the NBA. Top 5 3-point shooter percentage for the regular season. I think he was ranked number 3 or number 2 behind Luke Kennard and Desmond Bane. Tyrese Maxey has emerged as a legit option on this offense, a legit scoring threat, a shot creator, a playmaker, a hooper, a guy that can get you a bucket at any point. Had two crucial buckets in overtime that you have to acknowledge. Came out of overtime scoring 2 crucial buckets. Got to get that man his flowers. I love Tyrese Maxey, man. I can't believe the league allowed that young man to go all the way until the 21st overall pick to get chosen by the Sixers. Shout out to Daryl Morey. Tyrese Maxey has been unguardable for the better part of the series. Fred VanVleet has struggled. Gary Trent Jr. has struggled trying to guard this young man. And he hasn't been alone. Tobias Harris has been showing his impact on both sides of the ball. Man, Tobias Harris, who would have thought? You know, if you ask me, the most pressure not only wasn't on James Harden, it was on Tobias Harris. The most pressure entering this playoffs was on James Harden first, and then Tobias Harris right after that. Tobias Harris has shown that he's willing to accept the challenge. Through 3 games, averaging 19 points per game, shooting over 58% from the field, over 63% from the 3, averaging over 9 rebounds a game, almost 2 blocks. He has been doing everything on both sides of the ball from not only a scoring perspective, but he's been attacking the boards, which tells me his hustle was at an all-time high. His effort is at an all-time high. He's not being passive. Shooting over 60% from the 3, meaning that he's being decisive, not second-guessing. His confidence is at an all-time high as well. The blocks. He's been aggressive on the defensive end, giving Pascal Siakam hell. Pascal Siakam has had to work for everything in this series. Now, don't get it twisted. Pascal Siakam is really good. Fred VanVleet is really good. I got to give credit where credit is due. But let's be honest. The Sixers made it very hard for Toronto. Tobias Harris specifically has been playing great defense throughout this entire series. I've been in shock. What would you guys say about Tobias Harris' defense? Is this the best defensive performance we've seen from Tobias Harris? Because Tobias Harris is showing it right now. Pascal Siakam shot his worst game in this series. The Sixers essentially shut down Toronto stars. Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam only had 12 points respectively. VanVleet went 3 for 13 from the field. Siakam went 6 for 16 from the field. Maxey, Harris, and along with Danny Green, they've been doing a great job rotating and shutting down Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, especially in Game 3. But Tobias Harris, he needs to be given his flowers. His impact on both sides of the ball has been very noticeable. Very noticeable. And the emergence of Tyrese Maxey coupled with Tobias Harris's impact. Now, Tobias Harris in Game 3 only had 11 points. Had 12 rebounds, though. Shot 4 for 9 from the field. But he played great defense on Siakam. So, yes, through the series, he's averaging 19 points per game. Has really great numbers. These are the numbers we want from him. Especially being the third or fourth option on offense. But in Game 3, he only took 9 shots. He wasn't the focal point offensively. He knew that his role in Game 3 was going to have to be really on defense. He was going to have to ramp it up on defense. He knew that. This was that Joel Embiid game. This was supposed to be the Tyrese Maxey game. They were the leaders. Tobias Harris took advantage of his opportunities for the most part. Shot 4 for 9 from the field, which is basically shooting 45% for the game, 45% for the game. You dig what I'm saying? So, not bad. 12 boards, key boards, attacking, hustle, effort. Those are the things that we were killing this team for throughout the season. Lacking effort, lacking that second, third, and fourth effort, lacking that hustle, being out hustled to the loose balls. This team is growing before our very eyes.